And for the first time in history, WNBA games will be played in the United Center. The Chicago Sky will host the Indiana Fever at the UC on Saturday, June 7th, and on Sunday, July 27th. The highly anticipated games will feature Fever star Caitlin Clark against the Sky's very own Angel Reese. The largest attendance at a Sky game ever happened in 2016 at Allstate Arena with more than 16,000 fans. While the United Center can fit more than 20,000, so more fans can get in on the action. Tickets go on sale on March 11th.
Two sellouts for sure in the summer.
For the first time ever, the WNBA will bring games to the United Center. On Saturday, June 7th, the Chicago Sky will face off against the Indiana Fever at this iconic venue. Then, on Sunday, July 27th, another exciting matchup will feature Caitlin Clark, the Fever's star, battling the Sky's own Angel Reese. These games are shaping up to be some of the most anticipated in the league's history. The Chicago Sky set a record for their largest attendance at a game back in Arena, with over 16,000 fans. Now, the United Center, with a seating capacity of over 20,000, will offer even more fans the chance to catch the action live. Tickets go on sale March 11th, and with the buzz already building, you can expect these games to sell out quickly. Big move that's shaking up the WNBA. The Chicago Sky recently made a bold decision that's got everyone talking in the WNBA, and not everyone is happy about it. The team announced it will move just 2 home games to the United Center, and both matchups will feature the Fever's Caitlin Clark, a rising superstar. Meanwhile, Sky star Angel Reese will play her remaining games at the smaller Wintrust Arena. The decision to showcase Caitlin Clark's games at the larger venue is making a statement. Clark sells tickets, but Angel Reese, despite her impressive performance and viral fame on social media, hasn't drawn the same attention. Numbers don't lie. While Caitlin Clark has become a nationwide sensation, shattering attendance records and pulling in 341,000 fans for the Indiana Fever last season, a franchise record. In comparison, despite Reese's efforts, the Sky's attendance couldn't match Clark's draw. The future and teams across the league are scrambling to capitalize on Clark's growing popularity, with some even upgrading their venues to keep up with her star power. The growing excitement around these games shows the evolving landscape of women's sports. As Caitlin Clark's fanbase grows, the WNBA will need to adapt to keep the spotlight shining. Stay tuned for more updates on this historic shift in the WNBA. It's sure to be
attitude about, I don't care what the minutes are, it's what I do with them, and it's how much can I help. She's able to finish. Skip across, shot clock down to 3 on their way. Offensive rebounding, they've been close on the shot to make sure that they have their teammates there. And she gets one at the buzzer, and that might be a little momentum for the Sky to do that. All right, Jefferson back in. And
Caitlin Clark has become a franchise-changing star, and Angel Reese is struggling to compete for that same spotlight. The Chicago Sky's decision to move only Clark's games to the United Center, a venue that holds 21,000 fans, compared to the much smaller Wintrust Arena, is about business, not just basketball. The financial gap is massive. These 2 games against the Fever could generate an extra $4 million compared to
happened in 2016 at Allstate Arena with more than 16,000 fans. While the United Center can fit more than 20,000, so more fans can get in on the action.
Valued at Reese's struggle with star power. Despite Angel Reese's dominance on the court and her growing fame on social media, her games just haven't translated to ticket sales or TV ratings. Last season, Clark's games averaged 1.2 million viewers, while Reese's barely cracked 500,000. That's the cold, hard truth. While Reese's presence on TikTok
office. No, they as soon as you said it's growing like a sport, I slammed the
You don't think it's growing as a sport?
Why?
How many WNBA championships we celebrated on the show before, right? Nobody cared before. Every year, more people cared.
Liberty different. Nah, I cared when baby.
Last year.
I cared when baby.
Last year we did.
Okay.
But
impressive, Clark is proving that star power is earned through results, not just hype. Why Clark's games are getting the big treatment. The Sky made it clear that they're not just chasing titles, they're chasing money. With Caitlin Clark driving the fan demand, they've rolled out the red carpet for her games at the United Center. Angel Reese, on the other hand, has had a hard time getting the same treatment, even though she's breaking records with her performance on the court. Reese's camp may argue that she's just as big of a draw, but the facts don't lie. Even though Reese has been a standout on the court, it's Clark's games that are consistently selling out, drawing in larger crowds, and generating more revenue across the board. The double standard, is this fair? The decision to move only Clark's games and not Reese's shows a brutal double standard in professional sports. The WNBA has been preaching about building around stars, yet when given the chance to elevate Reese, the Chicago Sky didn't take it. Instead, they're all in on Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation who has changed the entire league's financial outlook. The impact, millions at stake. The financial impact is staggering. Clark's games are expected to rake in 300% more revenue.
Hounding Clark. Clark, step back three. Knocks it.
Merchandise sales, ticket prices, and increased demand. This isn't just a bump in revenue, it's a game changer for the franchise. Reese's silence speaks volumes. What makes this even more damning is the timing. The Chicago Sky made their announcement about moving games to the United Center just as Reese was gaining momentum with her "I'm the reason people watch" narrative. By scheduling only Clark's games at the big venue, the Sky have essentially shut down.
The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us. No, they are. They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are. I need to get in the. I need to get in the field. You need to come to the meetings. I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we said.
Reality check for Angel Reese, who positioned herself as a contender for Clark's spotlight. Right now, it's clear, in the world of the WNBA, there are two tiers of stars.
How important was it for you to bring in players from a winning program?
Yeah, we have a winning coach and we have a winning culture here. You know, we're not that far removed from a championship. We've had great records and keep making the playoffs. You know, we're not trying to slow down whatsoever. So we needed, you know, players that are going to come in and want to make winning plays. And the culture that they came from has got to mirror something, you know, that Coach Spoon is going to bring. And when we looked at players from winning programs because it's critical that we don't have to start over and teach somebody how to be a winner. I mean, they are
the future of WNBA star power. For Angel Reese, the path forward seems uncertain. She's a talented player with a great following, but Caitlin Clark's unprecedented rise is reshaping the league. The question now is, will Reese be able to build on her social media fame and become the star the Sky hoped she'd be, or will Clark's domination continue to steer the future of the WNBA? A league on the brink of change. The future of women's basketball is being rewritten, and it's happening in real time. As the WNBA continues to evolve, only one thing is clear.
Reese, dominating performance, dominating win. How did you all excel tonight?
It's a team effort.
Same conversation. While Angel Reese is undeniably a popular figure on social media, her economic impact pales in comparison to that of Caitlin Clark. Reese's merchandise sales ranked 7th in the league last season, behind not only Clark but also seasoned veterans like Aya Wilson and Breanna Stewart. These are respectable numbers, but nowhere near the 93% surge in attendance and revenue that
you want to pull up to a Chicago Sky game this season.
Okay, I'm gonna say Michael Jordan.
Okay.
And then Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion.
When the Chicago Sky saw the Fever's financial reports, the decision to move Clark's games to the United Center became an easy one. The math was simple. Clark's viral popularity is reshaping the WNBA's financial landscape, and teams across the league are now following suit. Other teams are following Chicago's lead. It's not just Chicago. The Washington Mystics moved their Fever game to Baltimore's 15,000-seat CFC Bank Arena, while the Connecticut Sun relocated their matchup to Boston's TD Garden, one of the largest arenas in the league. Across the WNBA, teams are making the same business-driven decision, choosing unprecedented revenue.
8 assists, 15 to add to her tally. Ooh.
The WNBA, teams are making the same business-driven decision, choosing unprecedented revenue over the traditional advantage of home court. This move reflects a larger trend in a league that has struggled financially for years. Reese's ego takes a hit. But this decision is more than just about dollars and cents, it's a devastating psychological blow to Angel Reese. After spending her rookie year positioning herself as Caitlin Clark's rival and equal, her own team just publicly declared her as second tier. Imagine the impact this has on the locker room dynamics. Every time Reese walks past promotional materials at the United Center featuring Clark's face, it's a stark reminder of where she stands. The mental toll of this public snub cannot be overstated. For a player who thrives on proving doubters wrong, this hit to her ego could be the toughest challenge of her career. Reese's cracks in confidence. In recent interviews, Reese has started to sound less confident and more defensive. Her constant
Sports Network brings you Chicago Sky No Limits, presented by Wintrust, featuring an exclusive interview with Dwayne Wade, a behind-the-scenes look at the Chicago Sky, and much more.
All three of those things happen to be on display as we go to the film.